Hi Virgo, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. This is your 21 card Gypsy Tarot love spread. So you know how it works. We've got the 7 areas and we're just going to have a look at what could potentially be coming into your love lives in the month of November 2016 and how potentially you're going to be feeling about it and what your expectations, hopes and desires are, hidden factors, immediate future in terms of November 2016 for some of your love lives and the overall outcome. So let's have a look what's going on for some of you guys. So mentally, what have we got? The Lovers, the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Cups. I feel that with the Lovers it's saying that potentially you're in love. This is a partnership, a union, but it seems like it's something you want. Because I mean, for me, when I see a card like the Knight of Cups means to receive. So because it's love, you're wanting to give love, you're wanting to receive love. Often the Knight of Cups is about somebody that declares their love for us. So they're showing us that they care. They're showing us that they're interested. They're delivering a message of love. All knights represent the delivery of something. So whereas pages represent sending a message, the Knight of Cups will take that message and he'll be completely and utterly direct with it. So sometimes it's a direct conversation, as in the Knight of Swords. We've got 2 Knights of Swords, 2 knights here. Sometimes when you get 2 knights in a reading, it's mixed messages. And with the Lovers, I feel that mentally you might be receiving maybe mixed messages, or you might be feeling emotionally, mentally that you're getting mixed messages from a particular person. It looks like it's around, obviously, a love relationship because we've got the Lovers. Remember, marriages, union, partnerships, boyfriend, girlfriend, 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 boyfriend, boyfriend, whatever you want to call it. It's a relationship here, a union. For some of you guys, I feel with the Lovers, mentally and emotionally, we're not going to go off the track with that Lovers. Some of you guys might be needing to make a choice. Lovers can mean choice as well, but we don't, it's very quick to go to that word choice with the Lovers. Very, very quick. Unless you've got other cards, I feel that support a choice needs to be made. Well, there could be, because the Knight of Swords means to feel restless. And for some of you Virgo guys, maybe you're feeling restless around a relationship here, mentally and emotionally. Maybe because of the Knight of Cups. Maybe because you want love. You want somebody to come and, tell you that they care about you. So for some of you guys, it might be that so far, mentally and emotionally, there is a sense of restlessness around a relationship with that Lovers card. It could also be that, you're in love and you want a quick answer, because the Knight of Swords means quick, the Knight of Cups means answer. So you're in love, Lovers, relationship here, and you want a quick answer on the relationship, because I feel that there is a sense of restlessness over what's being offered at the moment as well. Let's have a look at what's going on in the personal situation for some of you Virgos. Remember, this is for Virgo Sun, Moon and Rising sign. Let me just get over here. So we've got Judgment, and Judgment is, I need a judgment on something. Again, it's the answer card. So if Judgment's going on in your life, usually this is either a call you've received, it's an answer that you've received. We have a supporting card here, the Page of Swords. And Page of Swords is often the truth teller in the tarot. So Page of Swords is like a little boy who, just says what comes off the top of his head. He's very expressive as an individual. He's got a lot of ideas going on, and he kind of just expresses them. He doesn't really think about what he's saying. I feel there might have been some conversation here, potentially, or some form of communication. Both cards are communication cards. And also, it can be, you look at the Page of Swords and look how he's holding that sword. It's like he's levying a sword. So he's holding it up, he's ready to strike. So it's almost like a judgment in your personal life is levied against. Who is it levied against? The King of Pentacles. So there's an individual showing here, and I feel that, you're expecting something here from this individual in your personal life, because Judgment can be, listen, it's the wake-up call. So maybe some of you guys have had a wake-up call as well. It could be around a lack of communication, because when you look at a Page of Swords, look at the sword. You see how this Knight of Swords charges with the sword, so he's got something to say. So he takes the idea and he's moving forward with it. When you get a Page of Swords, representative, swords are ideas, beliefs, communication struggles. But we've got to go on the communication line with this Virgo and say that, when I look at these 2 cards, that Knight of Swords, that Page of Swords, it actually showed up in, who is it? I think it might have been, was it your reading this month? your general reading. I'm sure those two cards showed up in your foundation for your general reading. But yeah, I'm sure that some of these characters might have showed up in your general reading. I'm not sure. But anyway, we've got Virgo, Page of Swords in your personal situation now. Look at the way that Page of Swords holds his sword as opposed to how the Knight of Swords is holding his sword. Now, the Knight of Swords has got the sword right in front of him and he's charging forward with it. So this person charges forward with communication, charges forward with ideas. So he's that determined, he's that ferocious, he's that ambitious, he's that motivated that he wants to do something. He wants to effect a change and he's actually doing it. He's actually taking the action because the knights are action takers. They take action just like the kings do. They're like the young, the sons of the kings. All right? Whereas the page, he's got an idea and he's ready to strike, but he doesn't go for it just yet. Even though this can be seen as a fairly expressive individual, if they do choose to express something here, it's quite young, it's quite immature in terms of communication. But also this Page of Swords can mean when communication is delayed. And the delay comes with the way that I feel the position is, the sword is positioned. It's held up, the communication is ready to come to you, but it's all in the hands of the person who's sending it, which is this page. And this page is holding the communication here. Okay, so they're holding the sword, the words, and they're ready to kind of blurt those words out. But I feel that the Judgment card is saying, it's time to communicate. I feel that for some of you guys, it's almost like with the Judgment card, there is a wake-up call that it's time to communicate with this Page of Swords, with this King of Pentacles. Or you're wanting, you're almost saying to this King of Swords here, what's going on here, because the mental and emotional state is the Lovers. You're in love and you want a quick answer. And therefore, you're screaming. The Judgment card is often representative of, shouting in somebody's ear or trying to get a message through or trying to give them some good words of wisdom. Judgment is all about judgment. It's either about, in this case, it's not so much rebirth, but it's more something that could lead to rebirth. So when you get Judgment, it's time. Because these people were once dead and they're alive. And they're only alive because that trumpet has woken them up. So it's time for them to get up. It's time for them to wake up. And this is why the card can often be seen as the wake-up call card of the tarot. Because with the Page of Swords, it's like speak your truth. It's like it's time to initiate. So there's a wake-up call here that something needs to be initiated. And it's with the King of Pentacles. Because in your mental and emotional state, Virgo, for some of you guys in November, you are in love, the Lovers card, and you're wanting a quick answer on something, or you're feeling restless because of... Sometimes the Knight of Cups can take his time a little bit. He trots rather than... You look at the two knights and how they're running and how the horses are galloping. And this one's galloping at 100 miles an hour, and this one's just kind of like steady pace. So it might be that you're feeling restless at how slow or how much time it's taking, maybe for this King of Pentacles to say something, to express something, to give you the go-ahead on something. And I feel in the personal situation, it's, I need a judgment to be made, so I need you to start to act. Often when you get the Page of Swords, it's about somebody who provokes a challenge or initiates or starts a war. Not so much a war, it can be a war because it's a sword, but they start something with the sword. So they start the ball rolling with an idea and they express that. And I feel that you need expression. I feel what this reading is so far saying is that you need expression in your personal life from a King of Pentacles, because you're feeling restless maybe over this relationship that you're wanting this person to express to you mentally and emotionally. You're wanting this person to express how they feel about you with the Knight of Cups. Let's have a look what your hopes and desires are. The Ten of Pentacles. Eight of Cups. And the Sun. So we can see here that, for some of you guys, if you're single and if there is somebody around you who you feel is being a little bit... I don't know whether to call it detached or they're not being emotionally expressive to you, then I feel that, you'll be hoping in your hopes and desires that, through this communication, because the Ten of Pentacles can often be seen as two people who are communicating together. They're very comfortable with one another. So you know, they're communicating about their lives together or building their lives together, because it's surrounded with 10 pentacles, and they're the resources that people have. They're what's built up, what they're the, you know, the materialistic side of the relationship. So, you know, it's the card where people live together, they are married, they've got a permanent relationship. So I feel that you're hoping for a permanent relationship here, in which you can, if you, especially if you're single, in which you can leave behind, you know, a relationship that might have been a little bit wayward, a little bit flimsy in terms of, you know, solidifying stuff. And what you're walking towards is the sun, a bright new future, a bright new life together. The sun always represents a positive change. So I feel that here you're looking in your hopes and desires that there's going to be a positive change in this relationship. For some of you, if you're single, that this relationship becomes permanent. You're able to leave behind the emotions that have been dogging you for a while. You're going on a new journey, and it's towards the sun, a bright new future with this individual here. For some of you guys, if you're already in a relationship, it could be, oopsie daisy, my camera is, let me just focus that again, there we go. For some of you guys, if you're already in a relationship, it might be that this is a third party, this King of Pentacles, and what you're really hoping for is that, you know, if this person expresses how they truly feel about you, that you'll be able to walk away from a relationship. Tens often represent things that have run their course as well, so they represent completion. It could be that if you're in a relationship that you're hoping that you're going to be able to walk away from this relationship here, the Ten of Pentacles, that's probably run its course, and you'll be walking towards a bright new future with this new person here. Either way, single or coupled up, Virgo, I feel that you're looking to escape something in your current life with this individual who, it seems, is a little bit reluctant to give you the answer that you want. What are your expectations? The Five of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, and the Two of Swords. Well, I feel that you're expecting that you're going to have a little bit of a wait, because you've got the Three of Wands here. Now, the Three of Wands admittedly can be that your ships come in. However, we do, you know, we don't have a positive card. If I had the sun underneath this, I could say that you're expecting your ships to come in and everything's going to turn out wonderfully and beautifully. But we've got a fairly negative card here, the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords often means somebody who's blocking someone out, or somebody who's in two minds, or somebody who's reluctant to make a decision. So I feel that if you're married, or if you're already in a relationship and it's, you know, it's an affair or something like that, and you're, you know, you're hoping that this person, let's go back to the start of the reading again. I feel that if you're married or you're in a relationship, then there is, in your mental and emotional state, you're in love here, the Lover's card. And I feel that you're feeling restless because you're wanting your lover to admit something to you, to tell you that they love you, to show that they love you, to show that they care. Because in your personal situation, you're probably wanting some form of release from where you are right now with that Judgment card. This is going to come via communication with the Page of Swords from an individual, the King of Pentacles. And we can see in this mental emotional state, you're feeling restless, or you're wanting a quick answer from this person here. Sorry, you're wanting a quick answer. Quick Knight of Swords answer, Knight of Cups on this relationship, the Lovers, from the King of Pentacles in your present situation. Comes through this person communicating with you and, you know, allowing you to release what you need to let go in, maybe in the relationship that you're in. Because in your hopes and desires, you are hoping maybe to walk away from a relationship that you've already built up here towards something new and far more attractive and far more exciting with the Sun card. However, what you're expecting is that maybe you're going to need to have to wait here with that Three of Wands, because this person, the King of Pentacles, I think is the person on the Two of Swords, might be in two minds. They might be playing funny buggers. They might be blocking you out. And also it might be that you're expecting, because of the Five of Pentacles, because especially if you're married, the Five of Pentacles can mean an illicit affair. So if you're married, sometimes this card can actually indicate that you're having an affair with somebody else, and that, you know, you're expecting that there's probably going to be great sacrifices that both of you are going to need to make with the Five of Pentacles. Because the Five of Pentacles means to be shut out. But you'll notice that there are two people on that card who are shut out from a society or a group of people. Fives often represent group challenges, so or just challenges or many challenges. So it could be that you're expecting that you're going to be shut out of where you are right now. And therefore, with the Three of Wands, you're probably going to be needing to wait, because this person here is in two minds about that. Okay, I feel like this if you're married. If you're single, it's kind of the same thing in a way. You know, we've got the same thing going on here and here. You know, needing an answer from someone, feeling a little bit restless around a relationship because you're waiting on an answer, that type of thing. The Judgment card is you in your present situation saying, look, you know, let's give this a go. Let's talk about this. But you're withholding information, or you're withholding some form of communication. I feel that for some of you guys in your personal situation, especially if you're single as well, that you might feel that somebody is withholding information. Page of Swords can sometimes be withholding because he holds the sword behind him. So and swords represent information and communication. And that's why I feel that this can be seen as the card of delayed communication, because somebody is withholding communication, okay, and you need the answer with the Judgment card, and it's from a King of Pentacles. So I almost feel that for some of you guys, you feel that somebody's withholding something from you. In your hopes and desires, it will be, instead of walking away from a relationship, to build a permanent relationship between you and this King of Pentacles individual, male or female, one in which you're able now to walk to a happier times, a new relationship, something more positive with the Sun card. However, your expectations will be that maybe because of the lack of communication, Five of Pentacles can also mean a lack of communication whereby you're being shut out. So potentially for some of you guys, if you feel that somebody's withholding information from you or withholding communication from you with that Page of Swords, it could be that in your expectations, what you're expecting is because you guys are a little bit... there's been very little kind of contact or communication, that maybe you'll be waiting for quite some time because this person seems to kind of either block you out, or it's a kind of like a no contact thing, or this person is in two minds. What are the hidden factors? Now, the hidden factors aren't you usually. They're usually the other person in the reading. So let's have a look what's potentially going on with them. Okay, so we've got a Queen of Pentacles. Could potentially represent that there's another person. The Temperance card, now that could definitely represent that there's another person, because Temperance sometimes means that somebody's toying with two things. They're trying to make two things work, or they're toying with the idea of one thing or the other. There could be a third party here for your lover, okay? So for some of you guys, it might be that if you're married, that two people are in a marriage here. You're in a marriage, somebody else in a marriage, or a long-standing partnership, and maybe that person is weighing things up, or maybe they're trying to make things work with the Queen of Pentacles, because there's something positive here. So for some of you guys, if you're in a marriage and what you're actually finding is that this person is kind of withholding, or they're drawing back, or they're not being as expressive as they could be about where the relationship is heading. If you're in a relationship and, you know, what we're seeing from here is that, you know, I need this fresh start, you know, and this communication's got to come from the King of Pentacles, because mentally and emotionally I'm in love with this person and I want a quick answer from them, or I'm feeling restless because of, you know, they're moving too slowly with their answer, with telling me what's going on with the relationship. Because, you know, I really hope that I can walk away from this relationship. It's run its course. I want to walk away. I want to walk to what I see would be more positive with the King of Pentacles. But, you know, we've got a great sacrifice. You know, I'm expecting that because of this sacrifice that we would need to make, maybe losing friends, family, that type of thing, there might be a waiting time, because this person I know is in two minds. Hidden factors are this person might be trying to work things through with somebody else, a Queen of Pentacles, another individual. So if they're married to or in a relationship, they might be trying to work things out with the Queen of Pentacles, because they might be thinking to themselves, actually, this is looking quite positive. So maybe that's why they're kind of conflicted here in the expectations. You're expecting them to either be in two minds. So this is somebody that you probably already know about. And if you know about this person, you don't know that this person is probably already trying to work something through with another girl, another guy that they're involved with, because it's looking actually quite positive. They might be looking to heal. Both cards, Temperance and Star, mean to heal. So when you get Temperance, it's trying to work something through, Virgo. So it could be that this Queen of Pentacles, and Virgo, you know, the Queen of Pentacles could be you, actually, thinking about it. So, you know, this person here, if you're married, it could be you that they want to work things through with, because with the Star card, they might see it as being a positive thing. So actually, this might not be somebody else. Because, of course, but then Queen of Pentacles, if I looked at it, the Queen of Pentacles is usually a Capricorn. We can't always read, just because it says Queen of Pentacles, that it's you, or just because it says it's King of Pentacles. This could be another earth sign here. Okay? I mean, you know, it looks like a soulmate relationship to me. We've got a Queen of Pentacles and King of Pentacles in the same reading. Usually when you get those two guys in the same reading, it is a soulmate connection. But there's something that's keeping you guys apart. And I feel that it's other people or other circumstances. So in the hidden factors, this person who you aren't really receiving any communication from, or who's not kind of telling you what's going on, who might be afraid to rock the boat because maybe you're both in relationships here. It might be that if you're both in relationships, this person has another person. They're trying to work things through because they want to heal the relationship with the star. They see things as being positive. If the Queen of Pentacles is you, it might be that you're the one that they're trying to kind of weigh up things up with, because maybe with the star card, they actually need the clarity. They actually need the enlightenment on how to walk, move forward. So there's a lot of thinking going on with this external individual. Same thing applies if you're single and you're in love with someone who isn't giving you what you need. That you might be heavily on their minds, and they might be trying to kind of work something through. They might even be trying to work out, are you the right person for them? Because often when you get the Temperance card, it's about trying to create the perfect match. So it might be in the hidden factors, you're there and they're trying to create the perfect match. But they just need that little bit more enlightenment. In the immediate future, in terms of this relationship, we've got the Eight of Pentacles. The Ten of Cups, and the Page of Cups. I feel definitely if you're single, you're going to be putting a lot of hard work into this relationship. You're going to hope it pays off. All the hard work and effort you put in here with that Eight of Pentacles, I feel that in the immediate future, it will work out to some extent, because you've got the Ten of Cups here. And the Ten of Cups means the most happiness that one can have. It means a really happy, fulfilling, contented relationship between a group of two people here, one in which love is expressed. So we can see here in the immediate future, that especially if you're single and if you're the person that this person wants to kind of create a balance with, make sure that you're the perfect match for them, because maybe with the star, they're actually feeling that you are, that this relationship is a soulmate relationship. It is divinely guided. It's meant to be. It's meant to be. They're on the right track with you. It's meant to be. And we can see we've got a Queen and a King of Pentacles. So this is a soulmate thing, I feel, as well. So it could be, we'll go through this again anyway, and we do it 2 ways again, just to get it down pat. But I feel that if you're single, this person is probably thinking about you. Queen of Pentacles usually shows as a Capricorn. You're Virgo, I understand that. But then, you're Earth and it's a general reading. So I feel that this is you. This person's thinking about you. They want to kind of work things through with you because they see you as their star, probably. They see you as the person that's probably been divinely led to them. And therefore, all the hard work and effort, the way that you've stayed the course with the relationship should pay off in the immediate future with that Ten of Cups. And there should be an expression. And even, if you've been waiting for communication, there should be communication that comes in with that Page of Cups as well. All your effort pays off with that Ten of Cups when communication comes in and you're feeling really good about it. And the overall outcome shows, oh, nasty card, Five of Swords, the World, and the Hermit. And that's you for sure. Hermit is Virgo. So that's you. It could be in the overall outcome that this person doesn't really know what they want, because Five of Swords means severance, and it means somebody who's taking advantage, somebody who wins out at the expense of 2 others. Okay, so the thing with the tarot is it's very easy to try and twist a card how you want to see it, but some cards you just can't deny that they're not great in outcomes, and Five of Swords is one of them. Never try and turn... One thing I've learned with readings, when you get negative cards in the outcome, read them as the negative cards. Even if they can have positive connotations to them, always read them as the negative, because there is a negative connotation in there. It can be that if you pick clarifying cards that there's something positive that happens afterwards or something like that. But don't try and twist cards, because it's not worth it. You'll end up with the wrong meaning. I do feel that this person might be playing games with the Five of Swords, and I know that this person was trying to work something through, but it could be that if we go back to this outcome here, maybe if you're single, this person is playing you, because the Temperance card also means, well, I'm working with 2 things. It's like the Two of Pentacles. I'm working with two things. I'm trying to balance two things out. So it could be that in the hidden factors, what we're actually seeing is you and maybe somebody else here, and they're trying to kind of work out who it is that they want, which is why they're being a little bit dubious. So therefore, in the immediate future, though it looks like all your hard work and effort, your staying power has paid off, and you'll have this person for a certain time, 10 of Cups, so you'll come together, you'll be happy, and there'll be expressions, expressions of love with that Page of Cups. Actually, the overall outcome is, this person is taking the piss, 5 of Swords, and it's at the expense of you and somebody else. I feel with the World card, you come to realise this. And the Hermit says, you know what, actually, maybe I need to go back to the drawing board and find out whether this is the type of relationship that I want. We'll go through this reading again, really, really interesting. This is the thing with the Gypsy spreads. It's about, and with any spread you do, as I said, it's not worth it putting different meanings to cards in the outcome, especially when they're negative. Pointless, really is, because you'll end up with the wrong thing. If you don't pay attention to your intuition, never ever, as far as I'm concerned, try and turn a bad card good. Even though we know that a bad card can be good. We do know this, because this can be winners and losers. But there's one person who wins out at the expense of 2 others. And I feel that this is you and somebody else with this Star card here. Because this person is delaying in saying something to you, and it's frustrating, I feel. And also we've got that 2 of Swords there. This person is in 2 minds. Let's have a look at this reading again. So, I feel that if you're single, Virgo, and I don't usually do the reading singles and couples together. I just read how I feel that the reading is. So sometimes it will apply to married, attached people. Sometimes readings will apply just to single. But we'll see what the cards are saying. So, mentally and emotionally, if you're single, same thing as married, really. You're in love. I feel that you want a quick answer. The Knight of Swords, quick. Knight of Cups answer from someone. I also feel there's a sense of restlessness over somebody taking their time in delivering an answer to you because of this relationship with the lovers in the mental and emotional state. Because in the present situation, I feel that if you're single, it's judgment time. Okay, you need somebody to act, not just give words. There's judgment time. It's time to act. It's time to initiate what this person says they're going to initiate, because at the moment with that Page of Swords sometimes can be a lot of hot air, just all talk. Okay, they say something but they don't act on it, unfortunately. So I feel that it's judgment time. Somebody needs to act, and this seems to be the King of Pentacles, that you're saying, I need this thing from you, because I feel that your hopes are to have a permanent relationship with this person, one in which you can walk away from all of the emotional imbalances that you've been experiencing towards a happier thing with the Sun card, happiness, a great life together, starting afresh, starting something new, starting something really optimistic and positive. However, what you're expecting, though, I feel, is that because there's been some form of lack within the relationship, the 5 of Pentacles, because there's been some sort of discord or separation even with that 5 of Pentacles, maybe between you and this individual. It might be another earth sign as well that you're expecting. You're probably going to need to wait with that 3 of Wands, because this person, possibly with the 2 of Swords, seems to be blocking you out, but they also might be in 2 minds. In the hidden factors, they might be considering you, Queen of Pentacles, and another person, the Star. The Star can often be seen as a naked lady or a naked guy, but often the Star can be seen as somebody who really has caught the attention of another. And we know that the King of Pentacles is very interested in earthly pleasures, sex, cigars, nice cars, nice women, nice men, nice this, nice that. Everything's got to be nice, top notch. So he gets very attracted to the earthly plane, the beauty of an individual, what an individual can bring to him, how an individual can make him look. He's very materialistic. He can be very... the King of Pentacles is ruled by Taurus, so that could be a Taurus individual that we're actually looking at here, Virgo. Okay, so it could be that, in the hidden factors, this person here is actually considering 2 people. Queen of Pentacles, potentially you, and also the Star, somebody that's caught their attention, caught their eye. And with the Temperance card, they might be trying to weigh up, which one do I go for? I need to create a happy balance between two people. So in the immediate future, you'll feel that by staying the course with that Eight of Pentacles, continuously working on this relationship in the immediate future, it might be that you come together, you've achieved something through this hard work, or you'll feel that you've achieved something with that Ten of Pentacles, through all the hard work you've put into the relationship with the with the Ten of Cups, through all the hard work you've put into the relationship with the Eight of Pentacles. And therefore, you know, it might be that, you know, you get that call, or you get that communication. Page of Cups often means in an immediate future position that you get the communication that you've been seeking. So you get the communication coming from this person who's might have kind of held back a little bit with you. But in the outcome, this person looks like they're playing games because they hold the power, and they've also won at the expense of two other people, which is you and this star card here, this star person here. And that's because, you know, there's a realisation that comes to you here with the World card, that this person is actually playing mind games. They're actually being disingenuous. They're taking advantage of a couple of people, you and someone else. Could even be that, you know, you each find out about each other, that type of thing in November. And there's a realisation with this, with the World, and it sends you right back to being the Hermit, to being the person who's still searching for that correct person. Because this person is not, I don't feel for some of you guys, this person is going to be very genuine, or this person really wants what you want. I feel that they might be playing you with somebody else potentially in the month of November 2016. Okay, I'm sorry if it's not more positive, but you know what I am. I'm just a truth teller on readings. I can't turn good cards into bad cards into good ones. You know, all bad cards have good connotation. All good cards have bad connotations. But you know, I've done it in the past before, and I would never do it again. Okay, I did it once. I feel when I was very, you know, once in the past I did it, and I turned a bad card into a good card, and it was the wrong thing to do. So I never do that. If it's a bad card in the outcome, it's a bad card, and you've got to pay attention to that. I've done a lot of these Gypsy Tarot spreads now, and I've often seen bad cards turn up, and I've told the client, you know, it doesn't look so, and the next day the client's written back to me and says, you were right, this happened. So if it's a bad card in the outcome, it's a bad card in the outcome, and I'm not going to turn that into anything good. This person's taking advantage, I feel here. And you come to realise this with the World. The World is on your head. You've got the World on your shoulders because you know that this person's taking the piss with the Five of Swords. They're not being completely genuine, which is why they seem to lack contacting you. And it's the same sort of thing for if you're married as well. You know, the same thing that we've spoken about here. Except that, you know, you'll be wanting to walk away from a relationship to, you know, follow your heart's desires, follow something that looks far more attractive and far more exciting with the Sun. But this person, it might be that what you're expecting is that there'll be a great sacrifice to be made. So you'll need to wait because this person might be in two minds. And it might be in the hidden factors again. This person is weighing up. You become the star now because the Queen of Pentacles becomes their kind of life partner. So they might be weighing up you, the star, and this individual here, the Queen of Pentacles, and kind of weighing up, do I disrupt my relationship? It might also be that in the hidden factors, if this person is married as well, that there's another person here that might be trying to work through the relationship because they see it as being something quite positive, or they're trying to heal something. So you might not know that this person's still trying to heal a relationship, maybe with their partner anyway, if you're married. So if you're both married, the person that you want to be with might be trying to work through their own relationship. In the immediate future, that would probably leave you having to work on the relationship that you've already got and having to kind of be a little bit more expressive with your partner, even though you don't want to. It looks like you want to walk away from something, especially if you're married. You might want to be walking away from your relationship, but it's only because you think there's something better maybe. But it might be in the end that if this person in the hidden factors, or if you're expecting this person is not going to come through for you because it would be a major sacrifice, and this person's in two minds about it if you're married, then it could be that, you know, the hidden factors are, well, their wife, their husband, Queen of Pentacles, well, they're trying to make the thing work. They're trying to make the relationship work with the Temperance card because they see it being positive. It's not all that bad. So therefore, in the immediate future, it might be for you, Virgo, that you're going to need to work on what you've got with that Ten of Cups. You're going to need to work on, you know, sustaining the relationship that you have with the Ten of Cups and being maybe a little bit more open, maybe sharing, trying to share each other's emotions. Page of Cups is often intuition and a shared intuition, and opening up intuitively and psychically. So it might be that you both need to open up. But the overall outcome will be that Five of Swords, there'll still be probably this person here, the King of Pentacles, getting in the way of your relationship, because this is someone who gets in the way of two two people lose at the helm of one person. So I feel that still in the outcome, you'll still be hankering over someone if you're married and they're not coming through for you, because this person is getting in the way. It's like the devil. They're getting in the way of two people here. And there'll be a realisation of this with the world, in which you need to, with the Hermit, kind of find a solution on this situation. So I know it's not a great reading and it's not like hearts and flowers and amazing, but I don't read like that. I just read what I can see. If there's really good stuff that shows up in the outcome areas, and I'll tell you about it. And even though this looks great in the immediate future, whether you're married or single, I don't feel it's going to last, because you've got these nasty cards here, the Five of Swords namely. Okay, that's your reading, my darlings, for your love reading for the month of November. Sorry if it's not more positive. I just shuffle the cards and say what I see. But thank you for your time, darlings. Your general reading is there, and I will see you guys soon. Take care.